First time in a long time, but it seems like just yesterday when we were side by side. Beast mode, no one's blocking our way. These other guys tried it, but them man ain't got the skills of Braden and Davie, brazen and raging, bringing you the thrills and spills. Right here in full gear, about to blow up like TNT. Us man are too sweet, Brodie DVP, the BDElite. Right here in full gear, about to blow up like TNT. Us man are too sweet, Brodie DVP, the BDElite.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Braden Herrington here with Davie Portman for BDElite.
Yes.
Wherever you found us on your podcast app. But of course, Wednesday nights, we're your Dynamates.
We're your Dynamates. We're here every Wednesday to talk to you about AEW Dynamite.
Yeah, we record this live, twitch.tv/upnextpodcast. And, Tuesdays were your NXT friends, and Wednesday were your Dynamates. But I imagine, I haven't looked at the Twitch room right now. I imagine there's 0 people in the Twitch chat right now because it's also the debut of Rhodes to the Top. And I mean, I would be watching that if I wasn't doing this.
I had to turn it off.
I'm mad at you.
I turned it off.
You turned it off.
I knew we'd be late for the show.
I was
get sucked in, but. We can put it on after. Yeah. No spoilers. Okay, we used to have a rule when NXT and AEW were head to head. We used to have a rule: no spoilers of what happens in AEW.
You have to change the chat rules now.
Yeah, we'll have to change the rules. No Rose to the Top spoilers, please.
We'll have to watch it while we edit this show afterwards. Because I watched the first maybe 10 minutes of it, and
it's captivating.
I went through a whirlwind of emotions.
Just already, I'm saying what I say every single week. Is Cody a heel?
Is he aware? Well, that's not the craziest thing that happens tonight because Arn Anderson kills a guy. At least talks about it.
Yeah, did he Marty Jannetty himself tonight?
We'll have to discuss Arn Anderson, but yeah, we're gonna talk all about tonight's Dynamite from Rochester, New York. R.I.P. Brodie Lee. This is like a special little tribute show for him here.
Yeah, so this was meant to be the debut of Brodie Lee when it was originally scheduled. It was that first week in March, I believe, was it? When everything went into lockdown.
Right. They
did the first empty arena show at Daly's place. And that's when Brodie and obviously Matt Hardy as well was meant to debut.
Yeah, so these people have had their tickets for quite a while, I imagine, and they did a little tribute. They had everything set up, all the promos. They even started this new a campaign, a fundraiser for under his name, is John Huber, I believe, right? So something to do with him and his honor, people, something to do with people who are creators,
people with talent, who can't,
artists,
I guess. Finance or
get babysitters or family or things things in the way of them doing what they would love to do. So pretty cool for them to do that right away. We're hot off AEW right now because we were there last week for the Dream Match 5-star classic. Kenny Omega, Daniel Bryan.
I still need to rewatch it.
You didn't rewatch it?
Not yet.
Oh man.
No.
Honestly,
it's going to be between that and Rhodes to the Top after the show tonight.
Ooh, that's tough. We mentioned on our little extra bonus show with Cino, which I guess we got to say right now also is Cino's birthday tomorrow. John Cino. It's
Happy birthday.
It's his birthday tomorrow.
Wow.
So shout out. Go listen to Shot in the Dark.
Yeah.
Because you too could figure out who that guy in Hardy's stable is.
Who?
What's his name? Jorah?
No
idea, but if you listen to Shot in the Dark with John Cena every week, not only does he talk about AEW Dark Elevation, MLW, Ring of Honor, UK, NXT, all that stuff in only 15 minutes or less on this free feed. He'll get you caught up so you can talk to all your wrestling friends and pretend you know everything that's going on in case you don't watch everything. He watches it for you.
He watches it for you.
So happy birthday to Cena.
Happy birthday to Cena.
We got to hang out with him last weekend, so it was
We
pretty
did.
much like a birthday weekend for
I
him.
think Friday night was
His birthday.
night.
It definitely
yeah.
was him. Yeah, we celebrated really well. It's there's a lot of birthdays. You mentioned post wrestling family WH Park. He celebrated a birthday I think today or yesterday. But it's
He
also
had a wonderful Swiss chalet dinner.
Did he post a
to
picture of
celebrate.
it?
He did indeed.
Of course he did. Yeah. Was the lighting? No, don't answer that.
He's getting better.
Okay. Well, we also had another birthday. Friend of the show, brother of the show, Mr. Dickie Bird.
Designer of the show.
Yeah, that's designer of the show. Yeah.
Dickie.
Dickie Bird is like during the pandemic. We made even more friends, and Ceno's joined our pack, our wolf pack of sorts, our BSK, and so has Mr. Dickie Bird. So shout out Mr. Dickie Bird. I know he wasn't feeling too good on his birthday, so I hope you are feeling good sir. And all our love to you, and we hope you can sound better on our next watch along.
Absolutely. Oh, and thank you for doing
I
that.
know.
for us.
I
So
love
we
this
could-
guy.
We could have a weekend off. It's like Oprah, isn't it? Today. It's like you get a birthday, you get a birthday, you get a birthday.
Damn, everyone's getting birthdays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Happy
happy
birthday, everyone.
Yeah, we love you all. And hey, maybe you're celebrating a birthday near or around. Fuck it, even if it's come and gone. Happy birthday.
My birthday month.
Yeah, you can do that. Are you one of those people? Oh, it's my birthday month. No. So yeah, I mean, maybe you're not celebrating a birthday in the next few days, but in the next few days is the start of a new month.
Yes.
Spooky season is upon us, so we're gonna do the monster mash, meaning October is gonna be a wild month for us. We're gonna be doing a bunch of different horror movies. We're gonna be doing a retro Halloween haunt, which I think we need to put up a poll.
Halloween Havoc.
Sorry, Halloween. What did I say?
Halloween Haunt.
Halloween haunts.
Is that going on this year? That's like Cataloma and stuff. Right?
Yeah. Okay. So Halloween Haunt is Canada's Wonderland's a Toronto
Wonderland one, okay.
theme park here, and they usually do Halloween Haunt. But actually, it's on, but they're not doing the mazes. So what's the point of going? It's like I wish we had Halloween Horror Nights or whatever. Oh man, I wish.
What would the mazes be? Just a bunch of unvaxxed people going like, whoa, coming towards you. No! You're running through in your masks. You're like Roman Reigns in the crowd.
yeah, and then the rope and break. I want to get into the spirit of some Halloween stuff, and that's what we're going to be doing on the Patreon. So if you're want to try us out, try October 1st, because you get 300 plus shows for only $5. So that's like a cent a show, really, at this point. But then you get everything coming out this month. So if you're a horror buff, definitely give us a shot, because we have tons of horror movies.
There's going to be a lot of movies this month.
There's going to be a lot of movies, and then some Halloween Havoc in there, and definitely some of the other shows. There's some more Was Next. We just recorded a new Was Next coming out this weekend, which was quite cool.
Huge battle royal.
Number one contendership for Big E's title.
Absolutely.
And Big E's our champion, so parallels to what's going on. Rusev's debut.
Rusev's debut
In NXT,
absolutely.
actually, we talked about. So, yeah, lots of things going on in that. And then we reviewed a movie for this week, coming out this weekend. Up Yours, Mr. Andre from Edmonton, still rhymes. He has chosen the Kevin Smith movie, Red State.
Yeah, we had to kick off spooky season.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's definitely the scariest thing of all.
It's definitely not a funny Kevin Smith movie.
No, I was waiting the whole time for Jay and Silent Bob, but they never came, so I don't know. Definitely check that out this weekend. So Andre, world champ, he got to pick that, and that'll be out for all patrons this weekend. So $5 a month, North American tier, but give us a shot October 1st, because the schedule will be dropping in a day or two by the time you decide on the 1st. So give us a shot. Yeah,
absolutely.
Spooky season. Get your pumpkin spice lattes. What's your traditions for Halloween, October coming up? Do you have? I
do try and watch a bunch of horror films in the month. I might try out like this season of American Horror Story, maybe.
Okay.
I like Treehouse of Horror. I normally watch them.
I ran through all of them, I think, last year.
Me
sure.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, it was lockdown as well around that time.
Right.
wasn't
Yeah.
it? So, but yeah, I often put on some of my favorite Treehouse of Horrors. Get a costume.
Yeah, that's what we got. Are we gonna do? I'm assuming NXT 2.0 is doing a Halloween Havoc thing.
I would think so.
So we might have to do second year in a row of our Zoom / Twitch / Up Next Halloween Havoc costume Zoom party.
And even if they're
contest.
not doing a Halloween Havoc, that Halloween week will do some sort of costume.
Because then
party.
I dressed up as an AEW wrestler
Yeah.
last year, so that means I'll probably just want to dress up as an AEW wrestler this year.
Oh, I know what we're doing.
So Wednesday night,
Yeah.
Dynamite better be doing something related to Halloween because we're probably going to do it all over again for Wednesday.
Yeah.
So if you're a psychopath and want to hang out with us both nights in a row, the last Tuesday and Wednesday before Halloween coming up later in the month, I assume.
Yes.
We'll figure it
Whatever's
out.
closest.
Got to work on my costumes. Yeah. Well, I have traditions where I watch certain things. You just got some new TV for us. Not TV, but like a...
Like some little fire stick.
Yeah, I don't know what you did, but now I got like all
Everything.
these channels. I get like American channels.
Sportsnet pissed me off.
Sportsnet kept pissing us off.
I was listening
yeah.
to Rewind a Raw, and Sportsnet's very much pissing John off as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
So
you got to hook him up.
yeah, I've got to hook him up.
The fire stick.
Yeah.
We could create our own, call him the lit stick.
Yes.
That sounds like lipstick, but it would still be it would work.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You were like, hey, here's all these channels, and then you like favorited all bunch of channels for us, like which usually air all the wrestling for us. So like TNT and Sportsnet or TSN, whatever. All these some news channels for us, and then
I watched a bit of Countdown.
yeah, I turned it on today, and Rush Hour's on, and I was like, didn't realize I was just gonna sit here and watch Rush Hour for a little while, but like. So we have all these channels. What are we gonna do with all our time?
I've started recording like British game shows because I love them.
Oh God.
Our friend Shawnee was telling you all about them as well.
Yeah,
Trav's into them.
Yeah, they're all
It's British game shows
I
are
like
great.
like the 8 out of 10 cats and shit like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, those ones aren't so much game shows though. Those are like comedy. Like,
Yeah, The Chase is pretty funny though.
yeah, that's in the States now too, though, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah. Well, now we watch wrestling on TNT.
Yep.
It was weird watching
PNP again.
American commercials.
Yes.
It's metal in your lungs.
Metal in your lungs.
They didn't have any of that tonight. But yeah.
Don't take Stellara if you're allergic to Stellara.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the Americans, you guys love your Dunkin' Donuts again. America runs on it, but wow, you guys love your drugs.
Oh yeah.
Your commercials on TNT with the drugs. Don't take this. If this will help you do this, but if you take this, there's possibilities. And then the next 30 minutes, 30
It's funny because this is a bit we've done before. So whenever we watch like an American feed and
Yeah.
see these commercials, we're always making fun of like how it's beautiful music and stuff, and like everyone's happy, and then it's going like this could happen, this could happen, this could
Diarrhea,
happen,
vomiting.
risk of death, and then don't take it if you're allergic to it. And then when we're in New York, we're at the Comedy Cellar. One of the comedians does exactly our whole
own
thing.
bit. Yeah, we looked at
like,
each other
turn
like-
other. It's like we this is our thing.
She's saying we got to do stand up.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to have to practice our bits. What would it be? Just that? We can't do that bit now.
We need our own archivist to just
Find
tell
our
us
own best
funny
stuff.
shit we
have said and just
just
recycle
redo
it.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good idea. Well, we watched Dynamite. We watched it last week in Arthur Ashe.
We watched it the week before as well.
Yeah, we watched it every week actually. Last week was a total trip because like seeing 20,000 people, it felt like a WrestleMania going into that thing. The buzz was definitely there. Everyone felt like really just excited to maybe be back, like going to shows as fans. And when you went in, you got to see Big Show do a dark match. You got to see like your Dark Order.
Yeah.
But then like as soon as like everyone was kind of ready, it was setting when Dynamite was starting. Then they go, oh, by the way, Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega are starting right now. And then everyone just loses their mind. And then those guys went out there and wrestled for 30 minutes. You said you didn't watch it back. I have watched it back. I feel like I could watch it back a few more times. Because even when watching it with the TV feed, it's like, man, these guys, it's like the fastest 30-minute match I've seen in a long time. So coming off that high, I thought for sure, I'm not super into ratings. I think because of people like me and you who used different ways of streaming or paying for apps, paying for a Sportsnet app, paying for different things, it doesn't necessarily count for certain things when it comes to ratings all that much. So and as someone who works in TV, I know that gear can be faulty and things cannot write the right analysis totally. Like a lot of tech has evolved, and somehow that's just maybe a marker. It's not necessarily, I think, like to a degree. I think YouTube views is where you kind of see how things are popular.
No, I completely agree. It's if you happen to have this box and you count for 1,000 people, whatever, it's a sample, so it's not crazy accurate, but it's still what they go by.
And they got, I thought they'd do like 1.5 or something just because of the big match that was advertised, but they got like 1.2 something. It
was like their second or third highest.
Okay,
it was still
so
up
still
there,
high,
but it didn't beat the week before, I believe.
Which is
wild.
wild.
A dip, which seems odd.
Yeah, very
like
very
it was still
strange.
a good number.
Yeah,
but I was with you. I thought it would be better.
And it felt like every character was super over and super hot. Like going into this show made me just like, as a wrestling fan, like, oh man, this is so awesome to go there, because there is something said to how pro wrestling is like reading a comic book or watching some sort of movie where it's come to life. You're part of it. You're watching it and everything. And I thought that AEW, cause someone who's gone to dozens of WWE shows, I thought they put on a great environment and just a great show. So I had to say that. I know we did a little show of it, but like even coming out of it a week removed, I was like, man, that is something I'll talk about for a very long time. Never got my Billie Jean King, but it's okay. One day she'll come back. Next year. Yeah,
I completely agree. It makes you want to go again. It was just such a fun experience, the whole thing.
Yeah, and again, shout out to everyone we got to connect and hang out with and everything, because we were reminiscing over some things that we didn't really mention on a podcast last night. Shout out Big Walt. And MJ from New Jersey. We learned that our friend Walt has the greatest pickup line. I guess it's not a pickup line.
It's a move.
Yeah, what's the move? It's
just a little wave.
You just go in front of someone and just like not an overly big wave, just a tiny
little wave.
Like, would you compare him to like Ralph Wiggums?
It's like he just does it and then continues talking. It's like, oh, they move
works.
on. He's like, oh yeah, and then they move past and he'll continue talking.
Yeah, but
or they stop and you meet your friend.
You miss all our friends. Yeah, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
And Big Walt teaches us all that you got to take those shots. Apparently, and it all starts with a wave. It started out with a wave.
It started out with a wave.
Get like this. AEW Dynamite from September 29th, 2021. We start off with, yes, it's Wednesday, so you know what that means. Rochester, New York, in memory of John Huber. Yeah. Big fan. R.I.P. Well, CM Punk comes out. He's a big fan, too. He's out in a Rancid hoodie. He pretends he's going to stage dive, and then, I don't know if you saw his tweets today. He said the New York State Commission, no more stage dives.
Oh no!
I think AEW's like, yo, cool it.
Yeah, he's probably like, I should cool it as well.
Probably chill on that. Yeah. So he joins the commentary booth for the whole show here tonight, and I don't think any of us were mad about that.
No, I think it's a great idea. They did this a lot in early AEW with Jericho. If Jericho's not going to be wrestling, they'll stick him on commentary, and it's so the crowd get the entrance, they see him, and then they're a presence on the show.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to just have him come out and talk on a mic every week.
Of course, yeah. Well, he joins the booth, and we're going to start off with, it's 2 weeks in a row with the two big matches, I think, that you advertise. This is a dream match for me, and it's coming to life again. So 2 weeks in a row, I keep saying whoa. 2 weeks in a row, they start off with a dream match, and it's Jungle Boy versus Adam Cole, baby. And did you know that his song went to #1 on the metal charts?
Crazy.
That is so funny. Wow, good for him. Apple Music
I guess
and iTunes.
not much going on that week.
They're
I mean, it's good.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's
there's
nothing else to it. It's a loop.
It's basically a 90-second loop. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, it's set up for
90's
him.
giving it.
No. I looked on their YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's like 126, so almost 90 seconds. But of course, they just loop it. But yeah, it is a banger. It's been stuck in all of our heads, I think. Everyone's walking. The boom came back. I was talking to someone. We were like, how crazy it is that Adam Cole is super over, but he's got two of the most over things. Like everyone, you're lucky if you get one. The boom is super over, but of course the Bay. Damn, guy's pretty smart.
Good for him.
Yeah. Well, Adam Cole's going to take on Jungle Boy. Both these guys come out to the ring by themselves. No Super Click, no Elite, no Jurassic Express, none of that stuff. So one-on-one here. Jungle Boy keeps out quickening, out fasting, out everything of Adam Cole, which pisses him off. The double rope jump, arm drags, everything like that. But then a huge clothesline turns Adam Cole inside out. There's then a battle of all their kicking strikes. Adam Cole likes to do the pump kicks, the super kicks, but then so does Jungle Boy with a series of his kicks. So they're trading all these blows. But eventually Jungle Boy hits him with the brain buster and then an overhead belly to belly into the turnbuckle, which then sets up a huge German suplex for a near fall. This sequence was insane. Cole is then getting tied upside down in the Tree of Woe, but he almost escapes with, I thought he was going to escape from doing this.
Yeah, it's like a knee.
Yeah.
Like an upside down knee.
While you're upside down, wouldn't you use the one free leg to knee the guy? Yeah, you would. So,
but if you could get your knee free in the first place, why didn't you just unwrap yourself from the Tree of Woe?
Yeah. Well, Jungle Boy beats him, sells it, and then comes back and then puts him back into it. So it was cool. It was almost justifying why he would be stuck upside down.
Right.
It's like when people do the hanging spot. Certain wrestlers are like, no, I got to beat the shit out of you and make you stay there. It's not just so you're just, I'm going to wait here. Yeah. Trying to make it realistic, folks. Well, upside down, Tree of Woe with the running triangle drop kick from Jungle Boy. But Cole comes back with the backstabber and the suplex lift into the Sushi Goroshi. And it's a near fall as Jungle Boy kicks out. There's then a spike reverse poison Rana from Jungle Boy, the elbow to the back of the head, and then this crazy looking move, like an angle slam or judgment slam for those video game people, but
a bit more of a package with it.
Package angle slam driver thing.
It looked very cool.
This was sweet. But Adam Cole kicks out of that as well. There's then a crazy sequence between the two. Super kicks. There's a flying springboard from Jungle Boy caught into the super kick. The Panama City Sunrise, but it's a 2 count, and Adam Cole is upset. He's yelling at the referee. He goes for the last shot. It's blocked. There's then the snare trap, but Cole keeps getting out of it. He's dragged to the middle, gets to his feet. He holds on to the referee, blocking their view, and mule kicks Jungle Boy in the jungle balls, and then hits him with the last
coconuts.
Yeah, and those. And makes him get on his knees and hits the last shot to the back of the head. And Adam Cole pins Jungle Boy in a great opening match.
Yeah,
this was awesome.
Really good.
Yeah,
great way to kick the show off.
I know it's so played out, but especially after last week it was a draw 30 minutes, but literally think I could watch these guys fight for another 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Everything they were doing were so clean.
JR on commentary was like, I'm sure we're going to see this many more times because this is something that's going to they'll go back to. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
Some really crazy spots. I didn't think anyone commentary really picked up on it, but Jungle Boy looked like he was setting up for the last shot at one point. He was doing the thing that Cole does where he holds the chin and talks shit before running the ropes.
Yeah.
And then obviously he got super kicked out of the ring. But I definitely think that's what he was going for, which is a bit of attitude from Jungle Boy.
Right, yeah. Well, I like that.
Me too.
How old is this guy? 24?
12?
Yeah, he's Jungle Boy. Genuinely love everything going on here. From their entrances to their match, these guys both were presented kind of stars. And yeah, I would love to watch this match. Run it back, please, because love this. It instantly put me in a great mood for this show. Because these are two of my favorites, and they just went out there and killed it. But literally, let them wrestle for an hour, and they would deliver. And CM Punk on commentary, really good at getting the young people over tonight, because he's he brings it up it's dead for a second, just for a second, and he's like, the snare trap, no one's got out of it, only by a tag team partner breaking it up, and that's a big thing. So when Cole went to get to the ropes, it was Jungle Boy who eventually broke it because he was trying to drag him. So almost like Punk has his homework done.
Absolutely. Punk seems to be, he's here to just play with the kids. You know? That's what he wants to do. He wants to try and prove himself by going against all this young talent. I think it's going to be a while before we see him in maybe a title picture or a Kenny feud or something. Because I think these are the guys he wants to play with. And all night he was saying stuff like, like he'd do say, "Oh, no one's kicked out of that," but like I haven't tried yet and stuff like that.
Right.
Maybe not those words, but he was saying that for a lot of the matches tonight.
Yeah, he was saying a lot of funny things too. What was he saying?
He was mimicking Vince a lot of the time. He'd go, "What a maneuver!
What a maneuver!
And no water in the pool," and all the like classic lines.
Yeah, it was when Jungle Boy does his crazy move. We've seen him do it where he jumps over the ropes and then hits you with a Rana off the apron. And it was, what a maneuver. It's when Vince didn't know what to call it.
Oh, will you behave? Like,
yeah. Will you stop?
Yes.
Will you stop? Yeah, Punk is great. Well, the Super Elite come down to the ring. It's a reunion here as they go to break. When we come back, they're all in the ring. It's Adam Cole, the Good Brothers, the Young Bucks, Cutler, Nakazawa. No Don Callis here tonight. So,
no.
Yeah, didn't see him. But Carl's back.
Yes.
Well, Carl starts off and he says, "We're all elite," and he lists everyone like the champion, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, the greatest tag team, and Knack and Cutler. Adam Cole says, "I know I told you so."
Wait, no, he says he like blows off Brandon Cutler,
but
then calls Nakazawa the greatest promo in the business before passing over to him.
Nakazawa's saying a bunch of shit. Cole says, "I told you I'd beat this Jungle Boy, and I just did it all by my damn self, bae." And I think it's Brandon Cutler takes the mic from him, and the Bucks have to tell him to like shut up, Brandon. We get Kenny Omega, who he's like grabs the mic here, and he says that this past week, he's getting everyone messaging me. Everyone's sliding in the DMs, all the ats, all the mentions, Facebook, MySpace, everything. Everyone's messaging me saying the same thing, that was the best match they've ever seen. Well, Daniel Bryan took me to my limit. And, well, he kicked me in my stomach. He kicked me in my legs, my arms. He said what he was going to do, and that was getting my head kicked in. But the problem is, Daniel, you couldn't get it done, so you're not getting a rematch. Boo. Well, Brian Danielson, I don't know how JR does this. Brian Danielson comes out and he says, "Do you people want to see a rematch?"
Yes.
Of course. Well, I want to. They want to. It appears that you don't want it. Maybe it appears you don't have enough balls to give me a rematch. Balls. He says you should change your name to Kenny No Balls Omega.
Ah.
Damn.
Sick burn, Brian.
So Kenny's like, "We don't have to listen to this. Why don't you fight me? You want to fight me right now?" Well, Brian says, "I got backup." So out come his boys, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, Christian Cage, and they're all going to run down to the ring and beat the Elite up. But as Excalibur with the calls, the Elite like run away. Excalibur says that the Elite scattering away like cockroaches when you turn the light on, as they like ran off here. But Daniel Bryan getting the best of Kenny and pissing him off, which they've announced, I believe, next week.
Was it a 10-man tag or an 8-man tag or something?
It's the match we thought. Yeah. It's now the Elite, Adam Cole, Kenny Omega, and the Bucks versus Jungle Boy, Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Brian. Yeah.
Awesome.
Which is nuts.
And that's on the anniversary show.
Next week?
Awesome.
Yeah,
Sounds
that
good.
is crazy. So...
I was kind of expecting something to happen with Anderson and Gallows here.
Me too.
Because like Carl was putting everyone over except like himself and Gallows even. And yeah, you mentioned about Adam Cole the other week, just like not acknowledging them. I can definitely still see that coming. The whole no balls thing, it's cheesy, but Brian's just so good, and it kind of worked.
Right.
Got them chanting.
Yeah, like it definitely
It felt a bit WWE.
It felt like NXT's new edgier 2.0 probably.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it was kind of whatever, but you're right, it's Daniel Bryan, so it's like, yeah, all right, you're great.
Yeah.
And yeah, like a lot of people loved that match last week, and obviously we want to go towards the rematch, which you could do at Full Gear in November.
I assume so.
Right? But then what do you do for this long gap? Someone's got to turn on Bryan to take him out to distract him from the picture until that title shot. They also will go on to announce that next week is a ladder match and the winner gets a title shot. So I don't know if that comes into play.
Sorry, what?
They also announced next week.
When did that happen?
Later on in the show.
A ladder match between who?
They didn't tell us yet. It's like a bunch of people.
Oh, right. Okay.
The Money in the Bank.
Oh, grabbing the ring?
They didn't say the Sonic ring thing, but
okay.
Yeah. We'll see.
You making shit up?
No. Casino ladder match. That's what they're calling it.
Casino ladder match.
Yeah, I swear.
Oh, that's where they stagger the entrances with the ladders.
Oh, really?
That's when Brian Cage debuted and won.
Okay.
Yeah, trust me.
So you're making things up now. No, I like the Elite stuff, but I was expecting maybe they get the kick out the Good Brothers. Have they overstayed their welcome? I think this is the Super Elite though, so keep it this way for a while.
No, I like them with the group.
Yeah, I like Carl Anderson.
Yeah,
he's always relaxed.
He sounded good here, actually.
He's a good promo.
Yeah.
As long as he's not doing that thing he does on that Being the Elite show. Sometimes that show.
Yeah, it wasn't a good one yesterday.
Like we watch it usually
after NXT, like late on a Tuesday.
Yeah, and like we're always like, oh, this part's great. This part's great. What is this? Okay, well, this is good. What is this? It's funny, and they're always shoe shopping.
Yeah,
they must hook everyone up because everyone in AEW's got their shoe game on like point lately. Yeah. Everyone. So
it's fashion right now.
The kicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Gotta step up.
I'm trying.
You got your Air Force Ones.
My fake ones.
The fake Force Ones. I wore my white Chucks in New York, and some guy who looked like Godfather was like, "Hey, bro, black tee, black pants, white Chucks, looking clean." I was like, "Yes." My morale for the day was up. Nice. Shout out Godfather. Tony, who's backstage? Why do I have Tony?
Tony D'Angelo. Is that the
wasn't sure which
now
Tony.
I'm making shit up.
Tony Schiavone's backstage with the Lucha Bros, the tag team champions, but they also have their AAA titles with them. They're double champs now.
It's funny, these guys haven't carried these around ever, really, apart from when they defended it, like in the beginning of AEW.
Yeah. Now
they've got 2 titles, and it's someone happens to want to challenge for the AAA. Right. They're carrying them with them.
So Andrade walks in and says, "Hey, I know you're the champions, but I got a question. Where's Pac? He's not here. So why don't I get a shot at those AAA titles, the AAA tag titles?" And he says that he knows many luchador friends who want to take it from you. So he says he's going to bring a partner. He's going to face these guys for the AAA tag titles. Interesting. Yeah. Who's his partner?
Breezango.
That's 2 people.
He said he's bringing 2.
Oh, he's bringing 2 people?
I think he's bringing a tag team to face them.
Oh.
That he's he's
okay.
brought in. That's what I took it.
Oh, okay.
I think he's bringing a tag team.
Oh, if that's the case, then it's got to be is this El Vikingo and Laredo Kid? Weren't they a team?
Are they a team? I don't know.
El Vikingo needs to show up for sure. We've been saying that. Yeah, that guy's insane. Or Iguana Man?
I read it. I thought it was, he's bringing in
okay. I understood that he was getting one guy, but no, okay, that makes sense because he's not really a tag team himself. So it would be weird if he just brought one guy.
Because it's like he was trying to bring them to him. And
so you're telling me Andrade goes through managers like water, and now he's going to be a manager for a tag team?
He's just been learning.
Can he just wrestle?
He's taking the best of everyone. He's got a bit of Chavo. He's got a bit of Vicky. He's got a bit of Rick.
Yeah.
He's got a bit of his lawyer.
Our Twitch chat is confused even. They're like, wait, what did he say? So we will never know.
Someone's suggesting Kalisto and Sin Cara.
Okay. Which one? The Mystico guy?
I don't know. They're both... I don't know. I don't know. But there's Hunico, right? Hunico and Mystico. But yeah, very exciting.
The Mysterios.
Realistically, though, why these guys should have just all spoken Spanish to each other.
Yeah.
Like, we can figure it out.
Look, these guys are Lucha Brothers are amazing. Andrade, amazing. Why is this not? This is so awkward.
Yeah.
Why is this not good?
I'd rather 30 seconds all in Spanish and then us go to our Spanish team to translate what happened, rather than hearing, because it's a struggle to understand at times.
Rishi in the chat's reminding us that Rush from Ring of Honor did a interview something. He says shout out Andrew Thompson about his contract being up. So maybe we'll see Rush show up down the line. He's awesome as well. But Laredo Kid, El Vikingo are two the tag team I could see showing up, and they're pretty sweet. Unless Andrade is going to bring one person to be his partner, I don't know.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Can't wait. Yeah, we'll see. So we go to our next match, which is Dante Martin and Matt Sydal, not Mike Sydal, versus Cody Rhodes and Shoddy Lee Johnson. So of course Cody Rhodes gets his epic Cody Rhodes entrance, and out comes Arn, the clipboard. Brandy is here. Shoddy Lee is here, all because they got to promote this show that we mentioned kind of off the top, Rhodes to the Top, which I thought it was called Rhodes Scholars, which doesn't make sense.
That was his team with Damien Sandow.
Right, yeah. Rhodes to the Top is still not the greatest, name, because all these other reality shows, what are keeping up with the Kardashians, Rhodes to the Top. Yeah, all right, maybe. I don't know. I got to finish the first episode before I really give my critique. I can't wait to finish this show so we can go watch it.
That was quite the journey right there.
Cody Rhodes is booed almost out of the building last week, and then here he's booed too. So you gotta think this was happening here. You gotta think that he was turning on Shoddy Lee or Arn or something.
Yeah.
But not really where we go with this. Cody Rhodes and Shoddy Lee versus Dante and Sydal. Dante and Johnson are in the ring, and both of them are out working each other, out high flying here. There's some crazy
They're
dodge.
jumping so high.
Yeah. Especially Dante. He gets some height in air in his jumps. There's Cody who goes for his patented rope crossbody thing to the outside, but it's a miss. Lee jumps and hits someone. They go to commercial with picture-in-picture, and Dante does this incredible springboard off the top rope to the outside, swan dive tope onto both these guys. Just beautiful. They played it a few times. They're in the ring when we come back. There's a power slam from Cody for a near fall. He hits the Vertebreaker, and Dante kicks out at 2, and CM Punk loses his mind. He's like, the Vertebreaker. He probably has never seen that in a long time, considering he was in WWE. There's then this crazy Hurricane Rana from Shoddy Lee, and then there's Cody who's back in. He's getting beat up, but he's trying to fight off both guys, and he's hurt, and he's staggering against the ropes. And Shoddy comes over and pulls Cody to the end, tags himself in, comes in and hits this fisherman suplex buster into the Ushigoroshi type thing.
Oh yeah, this was nice.
Just killing him here, and Lee Johnson gets the win for the Nightmare family here. But I mean, the story comes after. But
this was a really fun match, I thought. Every time you look at the screen, there's just jumping. Everyone was just jumping around the whole match, and I loved it. I thought it was really fun. And the storytelling, obviously, they're playing on these boos that Cody's having, with Lee Johnson pulling Cody over to get the tag. How many times have you seen that happen? And then Johnson would lose, and his partner would be mad at him for tagging him in and that kind of thing. So, as someone who you start to think, oh, is that what they're doing? And then having Johnson win it, I thought showcased him really well. But yeah, they're putting. They're playing with tropes, I feel.
Yeah.
Of waiting for a Cody turn.
Yeah, jumping off the apron and stuff like that. Well, they win the match. Well, Shoddy won it. And it's Shoddy, Arn Anderson, and Cody Rhodes in the middle of the ring. And Cody says, enough, I don't even want to say anything more. Malachi Black, come out here. And he's calling Malachi Black out again, even after losing last week. Arn grabs the microphone and says, Cody, stop talking. You still think they'll use that on Watchmania? They'll figure it out.
I feel someone Arn's age,
Yeah.
and I imagine being not quite technology savvy.
Yeah.
He's shown on his granddaughter's tablet
Yeah.
Botchamania. He sees that you talk too much, and he was actually trying to do it here.
Right. Stop
So
talking.
he said, "Stop talking."
He says what a lot of people might agree with. Cody, stop talking right now. He says Malachi Black, he took us out. He picked a fight with us, and well, we all took the fall. I got my head kicked in. You got your head kicked in. Dustin, Shoddy Lee, he's beating us all up, and it's because he's an assassin. If I could, I'd get in the ring with him, but I'm just too damn old. But then Arn says the next part, which remember this for promo of the year later on, because Arn Anderson says, there's a difference between me and you, Cody. If you're stuck at a red light and a guy opens up your car door and pulls out and says to you, like, you know, I'm taking your car, give me your car. Cody, you would say, no worries, please don't hurt me, take the car. That's what you would do, Cody. But I would reach in that glove box, pull out my Glock, shoot him, and splatter his brains out. That's the difference. Yeah, that's right. Arn Anderson stays strapped. Get the strap. Stick talk, Arn Anderson. What? He said Glock. He didn't even say gun.
I loved it.
This was great.
Loved it.
Pro wrestling's back. This man said Glock on TV. No, the other show started saying shit. Hold up.
I'll murder someone.
I'm gonna fucking murder someone. I'm an old scary man. He heard us calling him Tony Soprano for a while.
Yeah.
And well, yeah. Damn, Arn Anderson with some hard facts, laying the law out. The Glock. Splatter your brains out. This shocks Cody. He says, you know what? Cody, you didn't get the job done. You know who did? Shoddy Lee Johnson. So Arn turns on Cody, not by attacking, but him and Lee, they leave. He says, let's get out of here.
Love it. His final line is, "Come on, Lee. At least you listen to me," or something like that.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Arn with the fire. Arn packing heat in both ways, verbally and the Glock.
He was fucking great here. This was fantastic.
We need to see Arn versus Cody.
Yeah, I thought this was so good. Arn cutting the fucking promo of his life here. He's a good talker, but this was awesome. Loved the gun metaphor. Hope it's a metaphor.
We were talking about Marty Jannetty. Marty Jannetty loves talking about Glocks too.
Yeah, this was great. And just adding more to the character of Cody. Now, you can see it again every week. You can see this going both ways. It could be one way. This is where Cody turns and he beats up Arn and he becomes the heel we want him to be. Or he sees this as he needs to improve himself and he's going to come back to a heroic rebound and defeat Malachi Black and stand tall as the babyface, which would make him the biggest heel.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting character.
Yeah, no, it's like everything's he's got a lot going on and he continues to have a lot going on, but maybe that's why he's the GOAT. I wanted to see him turn on Shoddy Lee. I think you could have just had him beat him up and don't see him for a while. But his show is coming out tonight.
I think it's more interesting. I think there's juice in
to
apparently keep going before you actually pull the trigger.
For me, the crowd boo Cody because it's almost like he's become this guy we boo. I like Cody Rhodes. I say it on the show all the time.
I was booing him last week. But
yeah,
I like
it's
Cody.
Because everyone's doing it.
Everyone's
You're
doing it,
right.
so I'm booing it.
Everyone's doing Tarzan Boy. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking great. Let's do it. But when really, it's part of the thing.
I don't think it's anything to worry about.
I did start cheering, and a few people in my section were like sneering at me, like, really? Like, come on.
No, I respect Cody. I like Cody.
Yeah.
But it's the thing to do right now.
We've
seen this before.
He was playing up, and the commentary were like talking about it, so it is definitely they've brought it into
Punk was
kayfabe.
going during the entrance. It's like, wow, how expensive is this? He does this every week.
Yeah,
and there were comments like that, and obviously his whole entourage coming out.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting for this Cody eventual thing, but he still having us all fooled. Where he's that's the character. Like, it's even adding the reality show to it is an element of this. Like, no, I'm a good guy. What do you mean? I'm the best. Look, I'm Cody Rhodes, but no, he's actually a bad guy. It's. I think he's doing it on purpose, and I hope he's doing it on purpose. But yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get a new tattoo for the show. Like, to like promote it, like show up with, I don't know what you do to top a neck tattoo, but like a face tattoo,
Rhodes to the top.
Like like a arrow pointing up.
Yeah.
Top guys, something like that. Yeah. I love this. Arn Anderson made us laugh out loud, but he's also like super serious. So Arn Anderson coming with that heat. The man said Glock. He didn't. You said metaphor earlier.
But this has also been playing for a long time.
Arn wants to kill him.
On for a long time, when Cody does the press-ups during a match, he's like, come on.
Yeah.
And like getting mad about stuff. The beginning of this match where Cody offers his hand to Dante, you hear Arn being like, Cody, like... So it's been played for a long time to justify this promo. I think it's very good what they're doing, and I think they can keep this going for a while.
Yeah.
Because there's more and more layers get added to it each week.
Yeah, the thing with the booing and everything, I could be wrong because I've only just watched this when we're doing this show, but they booed him when he came out, and then they were all expecting, what we were expecting is Cody to punch Arn or punch Brodie Lee or whatever. But this happens, and Arn walks out. So now you go, well, do we still boo you? Because like, now we're like, well, wait, actually, now we're interested. I don't know where to go now. So maybe, I think, because the crowd wasn't just booing him after this, or like cheering him.
Yeah, but I don't think it baby-faced him either.
No.
It felt like he was the, like, dickhead teenager who just got the real telling off from his parent that he really deserved. Like, I'm done with you. I'm walking off. And you go, you kind of deserved that.
Yeah. They got me again, definitely, with the story. But Arn, great talker. And you want to hear us talk about more Arn.
Oh, yeah.
We just did our best match ever. Arn and Tully, the Brainbusters, where we watch him versus, the Young
Rockers.
Bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah, Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels. A few of those matches. Some LOD, some Sting, some Barry Windham. So many matches. Arn and Tully. Four Horsemen stuff, some War Games, all in there that came out a few weeks ago. But Arn's great. But I didn't know he was this good
Probably
of a talker.
one of the only times we'll talk about Lex Luger on a best match ever.
No, we'll do it.
Yeah,
best match ever, Lex Luger.
Yeah.
What would it be? That one.
That one. We've talked about it.
But get the Glock. It's Arn Anderson. Well, we go to our next promo, or next segment, which is Bear Country and Anthony Greene.
Yeah. A.K.A. August Gray.
Yeah, retro Anthony Greene.
It took me so long when he went to NXT. I was kept on being like, Anthony Greene. No, what's his name? Oh, it's August Gray. It's August Gray. He shows up on this show. I'm going, oh, it's August Gray. What's his real name again?
So this guy was in NXT. He got let go. He's evolved clientele.
Yeah.
From there, and they're going up against Darby Allin, Jon Moxley, and Eddie Kingston with Sting. Did you see Sting try to get over the barricade, and then it was like, fuck this, and pushed it open and walked around? He's like, nope, not doing that right now, which was great. We've seen Bear Country, but it feels like it's been a while, at least on Dynamite.
I think one of them was injured for a while, and the other's been in like singles and stuff.
Well, they gave Bear Country to do some stuff beating down on Moxley. He's like trying to like no-sell them, but they're bigger than him. They go to do some crazy move where there's one guy electric chair drops the other big guy onto the other one, which is like onto someone, which is crazy, but it's blocked. Then both of them are out on the outside, and Darby. This part made me a little like, what is it? Reality.
You had to really suspend your disbelief.
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, Darby does the coffin drop off the top rope onto both of these guys, and they sell it like right.
They're big dudes, and they both go tumbling back.
But then in the ring, Anthony Greene does a crossbody to both Mox and Eddie, and they sell it like
just
they're
throw
a
them
wall.
away.
Yeah, like nothing. So I was like, okay, all right. But I saw Anthony Greene is a decent wrestler considering he was going up against Mox and Eddie here. Eventually, these guys get killed. There's German suplexes. Eddie crushes one of them huge. This felt like it was so quick that I didn't even write the finish down.
They do their bully
Half
choke
and half.
suplex into the clothesline.
Right, it looks sick.
Yeah,
that's right. And that
I
put
can't
them,
remember what they call it.
slice and dice or something.
Whatever. This was just a this was like a house show match for me.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it, but it was just to get the stars out there with nothing really planned for them. Like, you get to see Sting, you get to see Mox. This was a bit of a nothing segment for me.
It was really they hit like a few cool moves, and
it was clear they're trying to kind of protect Bear Country as well by bringing in just Anthony Greene, who I can't really see. He's going to be maybe on Dark, but I can't see him being a mainstay in AEW. So having him in there to just really get beaten up and take the pin, whereas Bear Country got a lot of offense in.
Yeah, they tried, but they got beat up too. It was whatever. We'll see Darby a bit later on. It's confusing where Mox and Eddie go.
They're a little lost. They're kind of floating around. I imagine Mox might have another New Japan thing. They do have the rematch against Suzuki and Lance Archer at the New Japan show. I believe. Right.
Where's Homicide?
The US one. He's gone home.
Oh, they're still in New York State.
In the state, yeah.
So he can.
It's a drive.
They needed help with Bear Country.
I think they were okay.
They needed to homicide the Bears.
After the match, Eddie holds up the Brodie sign and was like,
yes,
celebrating. That was a nice moment.
Yeah, it was. We go to our next segment, which is a video going back and forth kind of between Ruby Soho, who says she didn't get the job done, but she knows she can, and Britt kind of screwed her. And it was great to hear 20,000 people singing my name. Cuts to Britt, who says they were singing the song because they like the song. They don't like you, Ruby. And she calls her Ruby Soho. No. Ruby, no. And Ruby says that she has to climb back up the ranks. She's got to earn her spot back, and she's going to do just that. But mark her words, she will one day be women's champion. And Britt says, yeah, get to the back of the line, sister. So, yeah, this feud's done for now.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of hinting they'll go back to it. Well,
I think, which is right, yeah.
To it, but Ruby needs to go to Dark and kill a load of people to get those rankings up.
Yeah. Where does Britt go from here? Karashida rematch.
Will it be... Is this triple threat a number one contender? Jade, Nyla, and Thunder Rosa?
Could be.
So maybe Thunder Rosa again?
Yeah. Yeah, true. Already? Really? Okay. We go to the Hardy family office in the middle of the ring. That means the Butcher, the Blade, the Bunny, Matt Hardy, Jack Evans, and Helico.
Jorah.
Yeah, they're in the ring. Matt Hardy says that here in Rochester, he was supposed to make his debut in AEW, but this city, this town didn't deserve it. It's an awful town with awful people. And he's interrupted by Orange Cassidy, who comes out. He stands on the ramp. And then the Dark Order, their music hits. And they all come out together. And even -1 is here.
He's back, yeah.
That's right. -1, the son of Brodie Lee, wearing his mask. And the Dark Order here, they're going to team with Orange Cassidy to go up against the Hardy family office. Well, this is there's Private Party who are I didn't mention Private Party in this.
Private Party as well. Everyone.
We'll
tell you who wasn't in this match.
It might be easier to just say that, yeah. Private Party hit some cool double team moves. There's like a flapjack like bulldog combo that looked pretty nice. There was then Dark Order. They're still teasing this like dissension between them, like
right away. They're kind of fighting over tagging each other in and stuff, and it breaks down immediately.
Uno takes off Angel's mask, so he's wrestling without his mask now. Allin Angel's 5. So the Dark Order is just arguing and bickering. Uno tries to leave at one point here, so all the bad guys are beating down on the people still in the match, and that's when is it
it's Amanda, -1,
yeah,
Anna Jay, and Ty Conti.
They all come out and they're like, "Yo, what are you doing? What are you guys doing?" And it's -1 with the papers.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Get back in there!" So they're all yelling at them. Do this for John. Do it for Brodie Lee. All right. So they go back in. The team is back together, and then it's just pure insanity with these hot tags. Everyone's hitting their marks on all these guys in the Hardy family office. That's what they're here in this match for. Everyone's like, "Wait, huh? A 16-man tag match? But why?" Well, this is why. The John Silver hot tag. The crazy clotheslines.
Super Mario.
This is
Sonic.
he literally does the Mushroom Mario stomp
Yeah.
at one point. Yeah, this guy is a cannonball, and he gets shot out of the cannon here. It's chaos. The Dark Order come together. They hit their finishing moves, the everything, and then it ends with the fatality, and John Silver gets the win. The Dark Order come together in the middle of the ring and celebrate with -1, and I'm not crying, you're crying.
Yeah, this was great. Dark Order are actually such a fun team to watch. Reynolds and Silver, some of they're just so fast with their like double teams and their combos and stuff. And obviously Grayson and Uno as well, very, very similar. So having them all in the same match is a lot of fun, especially when it's just going to be them showcasing themselves for this kind of Brodie tribute. And kind of putting to bed the kind of fracture of the team with obviously Grayson and Uno hit their finisher and then tag Silver in to make the pin, kind of, which they were fighting over pins just recently. So nice seeing them back together. Good moment. Everyone crying and hugging and -1 there. It was nice.
Yeah, no, it was a great moment. I got a little emotional watching this. Obviously, the tribute show they did a while back for Brodie Lee was very emotional, and well, this felt that it got the
feels.
Yeah, it got the feels definitely with them going over. But you're right, Dark Order are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's kind of been a while. They've kind of been just chilling, doing this kind of breakup thing. Was it all to lead up to this?
I'd love to see them get the titles one day.
Yeah, I mean, everyone kind of, the buzz was, okay, are we going to see Bray Wyatt? Are we going to see Bray Wyndham or whatever he's going to call himself? Was he going to show up? Is he going to reveal himself as this Dark Order leader? There was nothing of that tonight. I do think there's still room for him. Yeah, I still think he should be involved somehow because it's very fitting that he takes over that role. But then, of course, there's the Hangman angle as well here. But, yeah, forever Brodie Lee, R.I.P.
Orange Cassidy is playing Hangman tonight, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in there because he hates Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
And they needed one more because
So we're getting this hair versus hair match as well.
Oh, sorry.
On Rampage,
are we?
But it's not Orange Cassidy, Matt Hardy. It's Orange Cassidy, Jack Evans. In a hair. I'm not making things up.
You're lying to me.
Hair versus hair this Friday. Orange Cassidy versus Jack Evans.
But Matt Hardy's the one who's been calling him out about
I know,
the hair.
it's weird. Is it going to be Orange Cassidy having hair versus hair matches against every member of the Hardy family office until he gets to Matt Hardy?
He's going to shave everyone's head?
Yeah.
I mean, a few of them already got shaved heads.
Who?
The Butcher, Jorah.
Jorah's got to grow his hair out.
Yeah. I mean,
Butcher's got hair.
Jack Evans could probably do with a haircut, to be honest.
He should cut his hair.
If he cuts his hair, he won't look like he's like a guy trying to sell drugs at a bus stop.
He'll look like a guy trying to buy drugs at a bus stop.
No, that's Angelico.
Oh. No, Angelico is the guy already on drugs.
Yeah, he's
at the
definitely already. Really? That's the match?
Yeah.
That's not happening.
Yeah.
Oh.
They said it a few times.
Yeah. Did you know there's a ladder match next week?
What?
It's happening next week. We go to our next segment.
We have very different experiences of this show.
Watching. I really did like the tribute here for
nice.
Brodie Lee, actually. I did love it. And you know what? Preston Vance does the Big E spear.
Yeah.
The running through the ropes kind of thing. I know Big E's a big close
Brodie.
friends of Brodie and stuff. So there's some tie-ins going
that's
on
nice,
here.
yeah.
I did notice that. We go to Lio Rush. Yeah, not someone we thought we would be going to see right now on our TV screen, but a video here for Lio Rush, and he lets us all know that he's retiring. No, he's back, I think, and he says that Lio Rush is a businessman, and well, he borrows money, he flips it, he swifts it, he makes profits, he says, and all you got to do is rinse, rush, repeat. Leo is Lio Rush, but he's also the LBO?
I don't know.
LBO? I was a little confused, but yeah, is it LIO now? I'm confused.
He's all elite.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah.
I guess is the main.
Because he
thing.
made his debut, then he retired, and then he retired again, and now he's back. And we've had the graphic, so he's all elite.
So it's the the LCBO,
The LCBO, Lio Rush,
the LFO,
the Lio Family Office.
I don't know. The videos were of buildings and architecture.
Yeah, he was in every city in the world.
So is he in a real estate
I don't
firm now? What is he? He's inventing in stocks. That's what his character is. He's talking about gold chain.
He's buying property all over the world.
Okay, I mean, good idea. I would if I had money. So good. But I did think you the last time I saw you, you did say you retired. And then the last time before that online.
Well, that's where he's learned how to invest in properties during his retirement.
Retirement.
Yeah, he retired,
sell it.
made a load of money with these properties, and thought, I think wrestling needs an architect gimmick. He watched NXT 2.0.
No, he's not. He's not the architect. He's like your real estate agent.
Okay.
He's he owns these properties, and
Right.
he says he flips them and then makes profits. But he sounded like he's borrowing money, from what, AEW, what your retirement fund. What were you using? Look, I like this guy. I think he's great.
Yeah.
I'm upset that it didn't work out for him in the WWE because he kind of was the little rocket to Lashley that kind of made people look at Lashley, in my opinion. He was the mouthpiece there. And then he was doing some fun stuff in NXT and 205 and all that stuff. So I was super into him. And the stuff I've seen outside of him in the indies and stuff.
Yeah, this guy's really good.
He's amazing.
And we're kind of making light and joking about these retirements. But yeah, we hope everything's good because we want this guy to do well. And he had that great cruiserweight run in NXT with Angel Garza and stuff. This guy is capable of a lot of good things. Just it's been very start and stop the last two years.
Yeah, it's not just been 2 times.
No,
been quite
it's
a few
been
times.
for a while. So really hope it can work out.
Look,
time.
I like hip hop, and that's such a hip hop thing to someone rapper Jay-Z. I'm done. I'm retired. Really? Because you okay. Guys, I'm back. Oh, okay. It still happened. This guy Logic rapper, he's like, guys, I'm done. Guys, I'm back. Okay, well, sorry. It's not a big deal now when you say that kind of thing. Even bands come back. Kiss, they're still on the goddamn same tour. People just, these retiring people, so it's Terry Funk. This guy is Terry Funk levels. Maybe that's his homage
that's his
to.
inspiration,
Yeah, maybe it's his homage. Maybe I'm knocking it because I do love my Terry, and I do love Lio Rush. But yeah, this guy's gimmick is now he's gonna be this money guy, top money, top dollar.
Chris Leone suggesting his money laundering with Tony D'Angelo.
It'd be funny if he was doing it here, because
this felt like he'd watch NXT 2.0.
This did feel like that,
right?
Yeah, it did feel like that. The production is great in it. Just are you like Cameron Grimes? You going to the moon? I'm not quite sure.
I think he's just gonna wrestle.
He's like a mogul. He wants money. He's good at money. I just want to see him wrestle. But he's the man of the year. Yeah. Which is weird because there's also the men of the year.
No, he's the man of the hour.
Man of the hour.
The man of the hour.
Well, now he's the LBO.
BO.
That doesn't... LBO. BO's not... So is the LO? LB? Leo? Man, I already got it messed up. His name's already Lio Rush.
I don't know.
Yeah. But I want to see where it goes. I'm a big fan. We go to FTR, a little video, Dash with Dax and Tully. And Dax the Axe says, Daddy always said crutches were for the weak. So this new FTR, we realize we messed up. So we got to take a step back and rejuvenate. And, well, that'll be bad news for everyone else. So they're going to come back and they're going to work their way up for some title shots.
This was a hell of a promo, actually.
It was really quick, too.
Dax Harwood is a fantastic promo, and I think it's okay for Cash to just sit back and not say anything because he's fantastic. They said, sorry, what date did they say? They said they're going to come back all revitalized, rejuvenated, and they're going to start winning. And I imagine maybe have that one more match with Proud and Powerful. And then, but it sounds like they want gold.
They want, well, why are they losing to Sting?
Well, they're like, that's enough. We were distracted. We were pissing about.
We were all distracted. Sting was fast in that match.
Yeah, he's like, we were pissing around with Sting when we lost focus. Like, we shouldn't be caring about this shit. We need to go for their titles and get these wins back.
They need to go with Arn.
Yeah,
they need Arn and Tully to both be their managers.
Sure.
So like they could both talk, get the insight with the clipboards and stuff. Yeah, Shai Lee, the new family.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. We go to Dan Lambert, in the ring with the Men of the Year, which is All Ego, Ethan Page, and Scorpio Sky. Dan Lambert says Chris Jericho helped start this company. He helped get it to where it is. But, well, he's lost it. He's not the guy he was. He's not that legend anymore, and we took him out for good. And they showed clips of him getting his head kicked in, the knee to the head from some of these UFC, MMA fighters and all these guys. I forget who the guy who was, but he's great.
Masvidal.
Yeah, with the knee. He also says that all you millennials right now are at home in your mom's basements, and we know what you're doing, as he does a wanking motion.
Wanking motion.
Yeah, shout out wanking motions. He says, but it's okay. And it won't matter because Jericho's done. So it doesn't matter if you guys want to swing on the balls of Jericho. More balls references tonight.
Love balls.
Edgy.
Balls. Edgy balls.
So screw Jericho and screw you. Scorpio Sky grabs the mic. He says, a year ago, I asked you all, are you paying attention?
I couldn't remember.
We were not paying attention. Sorry. He says, I was one of the first champions here in AEW. I have one of the best winning percentages. I even climbed that ladder and grabbed the giant Sonic ring, his words. But the face of a revolution wasn't good enough. So he's upset. All Ego says, I have the best smile, the best everything, the biggest muscles, the tightest tits in the game. I dress the part, I walk the walk, I talk the talk. The only thing is, I wasn't a champion, so now I've surrounded myself with champions. I roll with champions. American top team and the Men of the Year. We are the top team.
I think they both fucking killed it here. I loved this. I can't say I've been too into this team or the direction of it, but that's the best Scorpio Sky has ever sounded to me. He sounded passionate. He sounded like he meant it, everything he's saying. And sure, yeah, he's lost matches and stuff, but as he was saying, his win percentage is one of the best. He was one of the first champions in AEW, and he kind of gets these start-stops where he's getting the ring and then kind of just disappears forever. I thought there was some real passion and maybe truth in his words there, and it made me interested in him for once. Ethan Page is a great promo. I think he's fantastic, and I think he is someone who hasn't had that many. He's had stuff, but
he says
has kind of just been lost in the mix. Yeah, and I thought he sounded great as well. Dan Lambert's very entertaining. This were three very, very solid promos.
Yeah, I like what they're doing with Dan Lambert. I just don't see the connection with the Men of the Year, because they say here All Ego says I'm a black belt and Scorpio's done MMA, so that's the tie-in. So I'm like, there wasn't anyone else. There was no UFC fighters. There wasn't anything else. They don't need a mic person. They don't need a backup person of Lambert, because they can both talk. Scorpio now shows he can talk. Like, sorry, that was a great promo.
Maybe hanging with these two has brought it out of him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I agree. I think Dan Lambert, like, he's a great mouthpiece, so maybe have him with someone who needs it. But I'm starting to get the connection more now, and it's Lambert's coming in who thinks, like, this is a shit company and Tony Khan's shit.
Yeah.
And now these two guys who work there are like, yeah, fuck this place. And I think that's why they've kind of gravitated towards each other. And this promo was the first time I've kind of really got that.
Yeah, no, I like Ethan Page and I like Scorpio Sky, so I'm definitely one. It's just weird because Dan Lambert's all about like the millennials, and what happened to the manly men? Where like Scorpio Sky is wearing plaid,
tight
pants,
like cut off pants,
like groundskeeper Willie almost. And Ethan
I always
Page,
want Ethan Page's
yeah,
shirts.
Ethan Page.
He's
Look,
got
they're very fashionable, but
Yeah.
Dan Lambert's always like manly men and the way it used to be. It's like, yo, these guys are like dressed in like modern fashion.
And then Scorpio Sky wearing the Bryan Danielson t-shirt.
Yes, available at H&M.
I was wearing mine today.
Yeah,
From Zara, actually.
yours was Zara.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah. Well, I thought the promos were really good here, and they're going to continue this feud, but they got to run through some tag teams as well.
Yeah.
But down the line for sure, we go to Hikaru Shida. A video here. She's returning. She says that moving to America for her career and for pro wrestling is big changes. But she has a challenge, an opportunity to get 50 wins if she wins her match next week. And she says that will be a big honor. But her opponent, as it cuts to Serena Deeb, who says 49 wins is impressive, but a 50th won't mean anything if you can't beat me. Next week, the Deeb Dojo meets the return, and she says it, Holy Shida.
I found this quite funny because Shida's going for my 50th win. I'm going to face Serena Deeb, and I can't wait to face her. I respect her. She's the best technical wrestler in the world. And then Serena Deeb's like, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Yeah, Hikaru's always nice. And,
I'm happy to see both these women back, actually. So this could actually be a really good match next week. I feel that both have been missing for quite a while on Dynamite.
Yeah, definitely. They're both solid wrestlers, so that's kind of a solid match. Next week, Dynamite.
Yeah.
Two-year
For the 2-year anniversary.
Yeah. We go to our next match. It's Anna Jay and Ty Conti, now known as Anna...
Tay J, is it?
Tay J. But her name's Ty.
Or J Ty? Ty J?
Ty J.
Ty J?
Tay J.
Tay J.
Tay J.
LBO.
Tay J going up against the Bunny and...
Penelope
Ford. That's right. Ty J. People in the chat now are going...
Ty J?
I don't know. Ty J. Well, the Bunny and Ford. There's back and forth here. Bunny is beating up Anna Jay. There's a crossbody from Ty during the commercial break pretty early on. When we come back, Ford does the Matrix escape and then jumps back up and catches Anna Jay with this stunner, which was pretty cool looking. Ty comes in and they're beating up the Bunny. There's like the swinging kicks. On the outside, it's Ty who hits the go-to Ty or the Ty KO.
Yep.
And it looks pretty sweet, leveling her. But back in the ring is Penelope Ford, and well, there's this like the swinging, like almost like a Booker T kind of side kick where you grab the person's arm and like twist them
like
around.
the hook kick. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Anna Jay hits it. And then the Queen Slayer, which is her sleeper hold, and Anna Jay gets up the win with Anna Jay, Ty Conti. Tay J.
Yeah, I thought this is pretty fun. Anna Jay and Ty Conti are like improving every week. Actually, all four of these I think are improving a lot, and I thought this was a pretty entertaining match. And yeah, interesting they weren't in Dark Order colors.
They were in pink.
They were both in pink.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought this was good. I liked Punk calling out that. He was like, I mean, this is like good-looking match, isn't it? It's like, can I say that?
He says that. Is it wrong that it's safe to say that Anna Jay and Ty Conti are the best-looking members of the Dark Order, and that Penelope Ford and the Bunny are the best-looking members of the Hardy family office? And he says, "This is 2021. I'm allowed to say that.
Can I say that?"
He also did the Booker T thing with, was it Penelope? What is however Booker T says it, yeah.
Penelope?
I don't know. He says that too. I think that was a dig at Book.
Right.
Yeah. Because, what did Booker recently say about Punk? I think Booker said some things.
Probably some shit. No Book. No Book. My mate Book.
Good. Yeah, it was pretty quick, and it's cool that they're like a tag team. They have different gear from the Dark Order, so that's cool. But yeah, we'll see. What do they do as a team? They don't have a tag team women's division really going on.
No.
Here. So
Make one.
Yeah, tag titles.
Yeah.
Damn. Trio titles.
Need some more women first, I think.
Yeah, but they're
Kira Hogan's just signed, right?
Kira Hogan. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's interesting for sure. We see an announcement of the three-way match, the women's three-way match this Friday on Rampage coming up. Jade, Nyla Rose,
and Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, that could be wild. No disqualification.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Triple threat.
And Jade says, she says I'm that bitch, obviously, but she said she's gonna win it.
Did she?
I think so.
Do you think she will?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think so. To face Britt, it's tough.
Britain, Jade.
Yeah. We go to MJF. He comes down to the ring with Wardlow. He says that here in AEW in its short career, 2 years, that, he's been part of the best of the show. He's the best here. He's part of the AEW 4 pillars. That's right. No Kabashi in this one. It's Jungle Boy, MJF says. Beat him. Sammy, does he call him? But he didn't call him Guevara, but he called him something. Sammy, beat him. Darby Allin, whatever. And then the strongest one. Just going fastly over Darby there. The strongest pillar, the smartest pillar, me, MJF. And this company ain't shit without me. I'm the past, the present, and the future. Hell, I deserve to be world champion. And, of all the cons in pro wrestling, Tony, you're in my top 2. Meaning you're not number 1, because he likes Nick Khan, referring to. And he says, and just in case anyone, I'm not liking it here. I feel like I'm not welcome here. I got Bruce Pritchard from my MLW days on speed dial. Punk says, everyone's got Bruce Pritchard on speed dial.
Yeah, very, first kind of... obviously this is all just story, but yeah, first teases of someone wanting to hop ship.
Yeah. What? They're going to leave this place to go to the other place? What would Wardlow change his name to? The Big Cat Wardlow?
Big Cat, Bear Cat,
the Bobcat Wardlow. What would you do with Wardlow if he left? He's interrupted as Darby Allin comes out. I always loved Darby's suit jacket with the spine, the skeleton spine thing on the back of it. He's there, and he goes, "Oh, look, it's Freaky Deaky Darby." And MJF says, Darby, look at you with this school shooter skateboarder vibe going on. Jesus, almost spit out my drink watching this as he said that. He says, you're number 2, Darby. You're more of a number 2 kind of guy, Number two. Like Scottie Pippen or Sting, the guy you hang around. He's a number 2 guy. But me, I'm a number 1 guy. I'm Michael Jordan, and he just starts listing all these number 1s guys. I'm a number 1 guy. Darby replies, "Oh yeah, well, how come I'm the one between us to have won a title here?" Sick burn, Darby, says MJF. He says, I love your Batman voice, by the way. He says, you're straight edge. And everyone knows. But do they all know that it's because of your one night when you were a kid? You were hanging out with your drunken, sloppy, alcoholic uncle. And you both decided to go out for a little joy ride. And, well, you had a little accident. And your uncle died that night. Well, the wrong man died that night. Boo. And, well, Darby's just not... He closes his eyes for a second.
Yeah, he's great
scared.
here. He's just breathing, trying to kind of meditate, shake it off as you know this is filling him with rage.
Yeah. So he's just no-selling it. And MJF, he thinks he's got him, but Darby says, nothing you can say will hurt me. Sticks and stones, right? Isn't that?
You will not break me mentally.
You will not break me mentally.
And even asks, do you have anything to add? Keep going.
Yeah. So MJF is kind of a little pissed off, and he wanted to keep going, but it's almost like he's like, oh fuck.
But he kind of regroups. It's like, oh, I'm not gonna break you mentally, huh? Okay, we'll see. So gonna probably plot some shit to torment him mentally.
Yeah, you could hear CM Punk feeling for Darby on this.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's been in similar angles and stuff like that. But it's like, what is this guy gonna do? Bring out the guy's family, like next week? What's mentally?
I don't know, but I'm actually intrigued how far, because this felt, obviously this is drawing from an actual thing that happened. We're not talking Kane and Undertaker,
right?
Parents dying in a fire thing. This is a real life event that happened to Darby and his uncle. And I haven't checked Twitter. I can imagine there are people that maybe found this uncomfortable. I found it uncomfortable, but I loved it. Like, I want to feel something. And I'm hoping this is something that the performers clear with each other beforehand. And
right.
If it is, cool, go there, because it's making me very invested right away in this match. And seeing Darby just kind of shake it off, I'm also intrigued how evil can MJF get, because this was low.
Yeah, I mean, we saw him with the Pillman stuff. I mean, anyone he cuts promos on, he's just a savage.
He's going there.
So here, he's like going real low here with that. So I don't know what he's gonna try to do next. This is your life, Darby Allin. Like, what's he gonna do? Beat up Sting? I don't know. But mentally,
this wasn't the direction I saw either character going in. But I'm really for this. I think MJF's best matches have been against like
Jungle Boy,
the younger guys, Jungle Boy,
Pillars.
Sammy Guevara, the Pillars, and I was like, have these two not had a match? So I looked up. They've absolutely not had a match in AEW. They had a match in PWG in 2019. But yeah, it was kind of surprising to me. Oh, these guys haven't really interacted much at all in their whole time in the company.
Yeah, like these two haven't really. That's when he went over the list. He's like, never mind him, whatever. So yeah, move over your Misawa, Kawada, Taue, and Kabashi, because the real four pillars are here in the world of professional wrestling, brother.
I love it.
And it's Jungle Boy. I mean, we kind of knew that. We all, as fans, watched, like, oh, these four are the, like...
But it's cool that they kind of acknowledge that. And obviously you've got your Kennys, your Moxleys, your Jerichos, but it's like, no, these are the guys that won't be here forever.
Right.
These guys could be here 20 years. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. I mean, they're all like 20 years old, so
exactly.
They are really...
Exactly. So they're going to be the ground.
The building blocks.
The building blocks.
Yeah, essentially. The pillars here. Dream match. The four pillars versus the four pillars.
Unfortunately, that can't happen.
It won't happen, but in a video game it could.
In a video game, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
2K22.
Yeah. Someone will make a lit Misawa.
The AEW game.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll put Misawa in it.
Probably.
That'd be wild. Eddie Kingston's Misawa gear will be in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this. MJF is really mean. This is what his job is to make you upset. So I can't wait to see where they go with it. And yeah, I think he should attack Sting too, like mentally. If Sting wasn't out with him this time, but he's got to be involved and stuff. And him, teasing that he's going to call Bruce Pritchard. Like, oh, you guys don't like me? I'm better than this. I can go be over there and be the guy. Probably not wrong, considering his mouth. Like, very, very smooth talker. They mentioned next week's show. What do we got? We got the ladder match. We got the 8-man tag. We got a bunch of stuff going on. The Serena Deep and Karashida.
Hair versus hair. Brian versus Nick. Brian Danielson versus Nick Jackson.
That's on Rampage.
That's on Rampage.
This is this week, on Rampage. So the next little few shows, again, AEW. I like when they tell me what's coming up.
Yeah.
You got to tell me what's coming up. Always. And they always tell us what.
Promoting 101.
Yeah.
Promote.
It's not hard.
It's in the name.
Yeah.
But amazingly, people don't do it.
Main event time. It's a little video before the main event. It's for Sammy Guevara and Miro. And, Sammy says, is it Fuego del Sol? Well, he made a mistake. He put his effing car on the line. And, I can't win his car back, but I'm going to win the title back. So it's fine. Miro says, he lost his car. What's next? His wife, his apartment? This guy's got a gambling problem. I love that. So, main event. The TNT title on the line in the home of the OG, what they call the greatest TNT champion of all time, Brodie Lee, Rochester. The champion, Miro, defending against Sammy.
Yeah, I was thinking for a while, I would have thought you'd have headlined the show with Dark Order being the Brodie show. And then I completely slipped my mind. It was like, of course, this is Brodie's title. That's why you headline with it.
Well, Miro and Sammy, this is exactly what we thought, with Miro just mauling him, throwing him around, roughing him up. They say Sammy's been rocking this expensive chain that he hasn't taken off yet, and Miro realizes that, starts choking him with it.
I love this, goes way back. I love when JR starts moaning about jewelry. It's like, I don't know why wrestlers are wearing jewelry.
JR hates when you wear jewelry, hats,
I
do-rags.
remember there was one old review and he was going on about Billy Gunn.
Billy Gunn.
Why is he wearing earrings? Take your earrings out. That was JR.
Yeah, he was not happy. They made reference that this chain could be worth, this Jesus piece could be $20,000.
Yeah.
And and JR could be asked. He's so upset.
Yeah.
They're fighting on the outside. Miro's back in the ring. Sammy climbs up top and goes for a shooting star press to a standing Miro. It looked like he was trying to do a flying shooting star, I don't know, DDT,
dive,
flatliner or something. And
I think it was just the shooting star to a standing opponent, but then Miro catches him.
He catches him and he almost slips, but he catches him and ends up saving the spot. But it could have been
great.
It could have been real nasty. They come back from a break. Miro again throwing him around. There's this crazy German, but Miro runs the ropes and lands into a flying, standing Spanish fly, Spanish God fly, Spanish fly from the Spanish God. Looked awesome for a near fall. There's then a bunch of kicks and strikes, and then Miro goes flying into the post and then bails to the outside. And this is when Sammy does what he does best: jumps from the ring, runs, and then clears the entire ring post, the ring turnbuckles, ring post to the outside with a flying tope, but in the last second corkscrews and lands on Miro and his own feet. This guy is insane, and tries to get Miro and capitalize in the ring, but Miro kicks out at 2. But this spot was just bonkers.
Great. Yeah.
He does it great. He goes up top but gets caught in a crossbody, and it's turned into a spinning sidewalk slam for a near fall. Miro then sets up he's doing his pose for the game over in the corner, and Punk is like, "What are you doing, Miro? You could have had him already. You would have won the match if you weren't doing these poses. You're not taking him seriously." Which then Miro misses the splash in the corner and gets lifted in the air for the GTH. It's the torture rack position, but Miro is a lot bigger than Sammy, so he does get out of it. He's too heavy. And then he thrust kicks, a super kick to Sammy, just taking his head off. And then he starts to fire up. He starts ripping the turnbuckles off. He's getting fired up. Punk thinks he was going to start eating it like George the Animal Steel. Fuego del Sol gets involved. He runs up. He gets in the face and stops Miro from ripping one of these turnbuckles, which then he turns around. Sammy sends him flying face first into one of the turnbuckles, picks him up for the go to hell. He connects with it, which is crazy.
Connects on the top of the head.
The top of his head, crowns him. levels him, lays Miro out, which we have not seen like this. Sammy Guevara goes up top, hits the 630 senton, but before he goes, fuck you. And Sammy Guevara pins Miro to become the brand new TNT champion.
I loved it. I think Miro's had a great run as TNT champ. I think since the split up with Kip happened, Miro's become the Miro we all wanted to see. Definitely elevated him. He's been putting on good matches as well. And Sammy's been kind of a bit lost in the shuffle recently, and he is one of the pillars, and he is fantastic. He had that great match with MJF a couple of months ago, and then just seemed to disappear again. So I think this is great. We're going to see more Sammy Guevara. I like as well how they've been building up the last month or so the neck of Miro and the DDT. So having the turnbuckle spot, doing the tornado DDT, which has been his kind of kryptonite before Sammy hitting his finishers, I think was a nice payoff to that kind of build of that story as well. But yeah, very solid main event.
Yeah, definitely. I was shocked at the finish. I mean, he hit him with the go to hell. He usually
it's
pins.
Impressive on a big guy.
Yeah, which was nuts. And then we were like, okay. Hits the 630. I'm like, he's got to win this. Yeah. And definitely was great. I'm a big fan of Sammy Guevara. And I've been impressed with Miro. I was not a fan in WWE, but loving this TNT title run that he had. And where does this go for him here? World title shot?
He could. He's 15-1 now, right?
Okay.
So I guess when you're a champion, you're not ranked because you're holding a title.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess he's got to regroup. And
there's a few
I mean, is Kip going to be back soon? You could always just quickly blow off that feud again.
Right.
If he's going to come back. I'm not saying that is particularly interesting. I hope not. But there is that loose end there.
Yeah. I mean, the eventual end game for Miro is Ishii.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love that.
I'm pretty sure they...
Miro Suzuki would be pretty fun as well.
Miro Suzuki. Have Danielson and Miro. I'm sure they've tied it up, but...
Probably, yeah. They
WWE, right? They've probably touched a few times, but that would be a solid match. Because he's a different guy than he was before.
Yeah.
He's definitely more polished.
Yeah.
And this was fun. Anytime Sammy versus a bigger guy, it's it's a good David Goliath kind of thing.
Are Inner Circle done?
Yeah, so Sammy Guevara wins. He's celebrating. They got some confetti. They got Fuego del Sol. There's Dante
Martin, Allin Angels, and Matt Sydal. I'm like, sorry. Who
are these people? Where's the Inner Circle?
Where's the Inner Circle?
Where's Jericho? Is Fozzy playing tonight?
So last week, a lot of the Inner Circle were taken out, weren't they? And no one came out to help each other. Remember?
Yeah.
And then Sammy wins the title and none of them are there. Come on, guys.
They're done.
They're done.
It's over.
Yeah. Sammy wearing purple as well, if you notice, probably for Brodie.
Of course, for Brodie. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, great match, great ending. It was a feel-good moment. And then they said, hey, tune into Rhodes to the Top. And during the commercial break, we're going to air Sammy's promo because he's going to cut a promo, which I haven't seen yet because we just started doing the show. And
Well, have you heard?
No.
Next week, his first title defense, Sammy Guevara versus Bobby Fish.
What?
I'm not making this up.
You're lying to me.
No. Bobby Fish has confirmed it. Sammy Guevara calls him out.
Sammy Guevara called him out?
There's Bobby Fish put out a tweet, I believe, and Sammy Guevara in the promo said, Bobby Fish, 1 hour ago, I'd like to congratulate the new TNT champion at Sammy Guevara and be the first to challenge him for that title, ready to walk through the forbidden door. And but I think it was Sammy in the promo saying, I want to face Bobby Fish for whatever reason.
Who doesn't?
I've not watched it, but yeah, it's Twitter and stuff, and that match is next week.
Wow, no, I've Googled this. Also, okay, sorry, I think you're missing a key part here. Dan Lambert and the Men of the Year interrupted as well. So Bobby Fish kind of fixed, he's MMA style, right? Kind of thing. Yeah, cool. Okay. Yeah, well, Sammy says he's going to take on all comers.
Yeah.
So
perhaps we're going to get kind of like the Cody run where people not signed with AEW perhaps get opportunities.
Bobby Fish.
Hell
yeah, Bobby Fish. We were just talking about him on the other show.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely weird. still weird, the inner circle thing. They kind of do have to acknowledge that, or like
I think so.
or like they're still together, but they give themselves some space, and stuff like that. I get Jericho wasn't there because he's hurt, but or touring with Fozzy, but like still weird that they were the heavy storyline the past year was
the first episode of Dynamite. Like it's been the inner circle,
and like they fought hard not to disband lately.
And then they're like, but maybe we need some time.
Yeah, I get it that they do, but they could have told us.
Yeah.
Communication's key in relationships.
Or even just maybe there was a tweet earlier. Wish I could be there today, Sammy, for your big match, but rooting for you from home. Love, Santana. Like.
Yeah, true. Well, I'm happy that Sammy won the title because I liked Miro's run, but I like how it could be anyone who wins it.
I felt every title run they've cut off just before it's maybe ran its course.
Yeah.
I think each run it's like, I could have seen it gone on a little longer, but I'm kind of excited to see where they go next. Good for Sammy.
Sammy Guevara, it's my time to shine. Is that the lyrics of the song?
Something like that.
Because we saw someone at Arthur Ashe wear a t-shirt that said, Sammy Guevara, it's time to take flight. And we were like, were we singing the lyrics wrong the whole time? Or is that a different part?
like to think. I think I'm probably wrong.
Yeah.
But I prefer my version.
You like your version
Sammy
better?
Guevara, it's my time to shine.
Yeah, that's a better version. Well, that was Dynamite from Wednesday, September 29th, 2021. Yeah, honestly, a solid episode.
Really big promo episode. A lot of promos, but all of them kind of knocked it out the park this week.
I'd say it's sandwiched with two matches.
Good matches as well. Yeah. The opener and the main event especially very good.
Yeah, I was
strong episode.
I was real. I can't even tell you what my match of the night was because I really loved Cole and Jungle Boy. I really loved it. Yeah. But Sammy and Miro was a war. So honestly, just a solid episode.
And the Dark Order match was a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite Dynamites because front to back there wasn't anything that felt like it was kind of overstaying its welcome and being a little bit of the soft part of it. But 2 weeks in a row of like solid stuff, great stuff. Nick Jackson's gonna face Daniel Bryanson on Rampage. Yeah, Brian Danielson versus Nick Jackson. He's gonna run through some of these elite guys, and then come back and then fight Kenny at the pay-per-view in November.
I guess
Hangman shows up because no one can beat Kenny for that damn title except Hangman. So Kenny's gonna go on this run for a while.
Meanwhile, CM Punk's wrestling Allen Angels, just having fun.
Yeah, who should be the first one to beat Punk?
Beat Punk?
MJF? There's some tease with MJF because they were chanting his name during his promo. But
yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
Jungle Boy? Jungle Boy keeps losing to everyone. But
yeah, but he's going to be here forever.
Yeah, but he's lit.
Yeah.
Another solid week. They always tell you where we're going, and the pay-per-view is obviously a long time away because we're still like hot off last week, which felt like a pay-per-view, but then All Out. But there's definitely some like motions and stuff going forward. What about like some of the New Japan stuff? Because obviously there's a G1. Been some awesome matches. We mentioned some of the ones we've been cherry picking, but do you see more crossover? Like once like maybe the pandemic, in 6 months, in a year, we get to see Bryan Danielson wrestle New Japan guys over in the Tokyo Dome or something.
They've teased the Zack Sabre Jr. match very heavily this week.
Yeah.
And I would love that Shingo Bryan match at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure. Obviously, I want that. I think any fan would, but see where they're going. The G1's very hit and miss at the moment.
I mean, if you cherry pick, you watch the best stuff.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is amazing. This is great. So we'll be back with, we'll be back next week with another BDElite chatting all about next week's episode of Dynamite. So you can be our Dynamates. But NXT 2.0 will go live on Tuesday nights chatting with Up Next, where we talk all about that. We record that on Twitch Tuesday nights. But then, of course, here BDElite every Wednesday night, both nights, 10:15 Eastern Time on Twitch. But if you miss it or you hang out for a little bit, the replay's up right away. And then Dickie Bird's been making some sweet YouTube clips as well, including Joe Gacy.
Yeah, Joe Gacy's a hit.
We got more evil comments on the
evil.
They hate
evil
us.
Comments.
They hate us because they ain't us. check out those shows on here. And of course, Shot in the Dark. And I know Turning Heels, the Heels show, B Detroit and Shot, John Cena, that'll be coming back. I think there's a hiatus this week, but yeah, look for that in the near future as well. And look, I'm not sure when the date is, but I think Monday we might record if possible. Me and Cena are doing that Sopranos movie review, so I'll put that on the free feed eventually sometime in the next week or two. So all this and more coming out. But yeah, October 1st, the Patreon schedule. It's spooky season. Get your pumpkin spice out. It's going to be wild.
It will be.
Yeah. I myself, Braden Herrington, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram. I am at the Brady.
And I am at Davie Portman.
Go follow us at Up Next Podcast. Go give us a nice review on whatever podcast app you're using. Apple Podcast people, go give us a 5-star or 4. Be fair. And tell us what you think in a nicer
5.
review.
5.
Yeah. Because you got till 5.
Yeah.
Thank you. Take care. Goodbye. Be safe. Long live Brodie Lee. And happy birthday, John Cena and Dickie Bird.
Ahoy!
First time in a long time, but it seems like just yesterday when we were side by side. Beast mode, no one's blocking our way. These other guys tried it, but them man ain't got the skills of Braden and Davie, brazen and raging, bringing you the thrills and spills. Right here in full gear, about to blow up like TNT. Us man are too sweet, Brady, DVP, the BDElite. Right here in full gear, about to blow up like TNT. Us man are too sweet, Brady, DVP, the BDElite.